In this week's Torah portion, we read an incredible verse that states, Vayavo Yaakov Shalem Ir Shechem. And Jacob came whole to the city of Shechem. On a simple level, according to the commentary of the Rashbam, Yaakov simply renamed the city of Shechem Shalem. However, the deeper understanding to this narrative is that Yaakov comes to a new city, and he comes and arrives at this city whole. He arrives at this new location in one piece. He arrives Shalem, from the word shlemut, complete, perfect, intact. Now this is actually very counter to the narrative that we've been reading about Jacob's life until now. Yaakov has had a fitful relationship with his twin brother, eventually running away for his life as his twin brother wants to kill him. Yaakov has had a difficult time living with his father-in-law, Lavan, cheating him, tricking him year after year. And at the end of this torturous process, Vayavo Yaakov Shalem Ir Shechem, Yaakov arrives at a new chapter in his life, in a new city, and he arrives whole. He arrives complete. You will notice that the last struggle and chapter of his life that we read about was this struggle with the unnamed adversary at night, and Yaakov had to limp away. How could the Torah tell us that he was complete, that he was whole, that he was full? This was Yaakov that was limping. This was Yaakov that could barely walk. And I believe the answer can be contained in an exceptional story that many people have been referencing, many people have been discussing. It is a story of two individuals named Gali and Ben. Gali and Ben are an engaged Israeli couple, and like so many Israeli couples, they were looking forward to their wedding. In a moment of celebration, they went to the Nova festival, where they were going to party as the peace-loving couple they are, with hundreds of others. As we now all too well know, on the morning of October 7th, the Nova festival turned into a bloodbath in the fields of Israel. Ben and Gali ran into a nearby bomb shelter, and it was there, crowded with others, that Hamas terrorists lobbed grenades inside the shelter, killing many. In a heroic moment, somehow, a friend of the couple was able to push them further underneath the bodies, and although many lost their lives, Ben and Gali survived. But they survived with wounds, and they survived barely clinging on to their lives. Both of them were transferred to Soroka Medical Hospital, and it was there, tragically, that the two of them were separated, and ultimately, in their operations to save their lives, Ben lost his right leg. It had to be amputated. And further down the corridor, at the same time in another operating room, so too was Gali's life saved, and so too did she have to have her right leg amputated. In an incredible moment in the recovery, the two of them caught a glimpse of each other, alive. It gave them hope, it gave them strength, it gave them the fortitude to continue. And as they shared their experiences, they realized that both of them had both had their right legs amputated. This story continues that from the immediate hospital of Soroka, they were transferred to a more northern hospital, Tel HaShomer, where they now are in the process of a long and very difficult rehabilitation process. But this past week, speaking to Israeli news, they said that they're still looking forward to getting married. they're still looking forward to standing under the chuppah with each other. They're going to wait until both of them have regained enough strength to be fitted and then become familiar with a prosthetic leg. And when both of them have turned that next chapter, they will stand together under the chuppah and proclaim their love. When reading this story, I thought of our parsha, I thought of Yaakov Avinu, I thought what it means to limp, I thought what it means to be injured, I thought about what it means to be hurt. The Jewish people are the Bnei Yisrael, the children of Yaakov, and we're limping right now. We're hurt. And yet we stand strong, and we stand tall, and with the moral certainty of being on the side of righteousness, we even stand shalem. We stand with a sense of shleimut. We stand with a moral wholeness, knowing that we will overcome this very tragic moment. Vayavo Yaakov Shalem ir Shechem. Yaakov enters the new city of Shechem, and he does so with a sense of completeness, a sense of wholeness, shleimut. Am Yisrael Chai. Shabbat Shalom.